The classic battery problem. We want our phones to run longer, but every year they get more powerful, capable of doing more stuff. It's easy to overlook the fact that battery technology and capacity has been steadily improving. For every little battery bump we get, though, we also get more powerful processors, brighter, higher resolution screens, and once you get used to a larger battery, you're apt to just use your phone more aggressively throughout the day. We're in a constant battle, balancing convenience against runtime. So with that in mind, here are 8 tips to help prolong your phone's battery, but some of them you might not want to do. Number 8, set a shorter screen timeout. Now this can be annoying when reading through a longer section of text, but the longer your screen stays fully lit, the faster your battery drains. It's shocking the number of people you'll meet who look at a notification and then just set their phone down without turning off the screen. 5 minutes later, the phone takes care of that for them, but that was 4 minutes and 53 seconds of unnecessary power drain, those savages. Hit your display settings and whittle down that time until it's just mildly infuriating. Number 7, keep the screen brightness low. Auto brightness is convenient, but often you can push the brightness a bit lower and still actually see stuff on your display. On some phones, you can toggle auto brightness from the notification shade, but others require a trip to the settings menu. Again, we want to find that razor's edge balance between frustratingly unusable and barely tolerable, but every nit of display output hits your battery harder. Number 6, swap a fancy wallpaper for basic black. Sure, you've got this big, beautiful screen, but what benefit does an animated wallpaper really provide you? That's right, shorter battery life. Switching to a static wallpaper should take a little power pressure off of your phone. And if your handset uses an AMOLED display, switching to a dark theme, or at least using a black wallpaper should help reduce the amount of power draw from lighting up unnecessary pixels. Don't think of it as boring and plain, think of it as simple, clean, and efficient. Number 5, curb background data. It's pretty nifty how our phones pull all this information from the internet for us, even when we're not looking at those apps. But if we want to maximize runtime, we gotta put a stop to that. You can be really draconian and kill all background usage, or you can root out and curb the most offending apps. Regardless, I pretty much always shut down Facebook because it's Facebook. Number 4, disable Wi-Fi, NFC, GPS, and Bluetooth. While you're managing your cell data usage, you can also cut out all of your other wireless radios and receivers. Again, these are on as a convenience. Get in your car and GPS is already on. In range of a hotspot, Wi-Fi will auto-connect. But these still draw power when you aren't using them, so brush them off. Of course, there are ways to smart toggle some of this behavior. Some phones will switch items on based on location or Wi-Fi network. And though they never became super popular, you can always try out some of those nifty NFC tags. Program the tag to switch things on and off as you tap and go about your day. But really, most folks will probably just grumble about having to do this stuff manually until they give up and just take the battery hit for having these radios on all the time. We know you're lazy. Number 3, disable app auto updates. This one actually burned me at a baseball game where my phone found some carrier-branded Wi-Fi and then went to town updating a bunch of apps. I noticed the phone was running warm and yup, I lost a small chunk of my battery to a convenience setting. Hit up Google Play and shut that down. Number 2, do you really need haptic feedback? No, you don't. It is fun getting little pulses and vibrations from your phone, but that haptic feedback comes from a tiny little motor that steals from your battery. Okay, turning it off probably won't extend your battery life that much, but every little bit helps, right? And number 1, use those battery-saving features. We've got Doze, we've got power savers, we've got resources, folks, use them. Maybe you aren't disciplined enough to manually handle all of these battery-saving tips and you just need a broadsword of a setting to hack at your phone's options for you. Chances are pretty good that your phone has some kind of mode which will auto-magically kill performance and screen brightness when your battery gets low. Well, why wait? Just turn that on now and reap the benefits of a lower power phone, resulting in longer battery life. And there you have it, folks, 8 handy tips to rein in performance and extend your Android's battery. Of course, in this day and age, our phones are increasingly adept at proactively serving us information, which some of these tips will aggressively disrupt. So we really aren't ever surprised when people opt instead for better charging solutions over trying to minimize their phone usage. And of course, we want to hear from you. What's your power management solution? How do you balance features against extending runtime? Drop us a comment below. Maybe your strategy can help others use their phones more too. As always, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for more fun tips and tricks, and hit that thumbs up button for a little extra positive reinforcement. For Pocket Now, I'm Juan Carlos Bagnell, some gadget guy on Twitter and Instagram, and I will catch you all on the next video.